last thing. The format is scramble, okay? If you have a female golfer on your course, right, with your team, every time her shot counts as the best shot, please mark it on her card, and the female who has the most points at the end of the day will win the best female trophy, okay? So she practically has to keep her own score every hole. Try to make sure that they're included and in all this stuff, so you know the short putts and all that kind of stuff get some easy points, okay? Before you guys leave, one of my biggest supporters, I know all of you are, but one of my biggest supporters and always comes, and I don't even have to call him or anything, is Joe DiVincenzo. Unfortunately, he can't be here. He's having a momentous occasion with his family. His granddaughter's graduating today, so we applaud that. But in his stay, I'd like to fill the lives and say a couple of words. Some great stuff happening in the county to get the site through COVID. A lot of new improvements and everything. I'm not going to take away his thunder, but I really would like to say a couple of words. Thank you.
Bro, woo.
Hey, thank you, everyone. I'm not going to prevent you from getting out on the golf course because I can't wait to play. But enjoy the beautiful Essex County Park system. We've done a great job. Jerry, Tony, the team here at Weequahic, the course is in great shape. Hendricks and Byrne are in great shape. Have a great round. And on behalf of the county executive, thanks for putting Essex County first.
Thanks, you guys. And I'm just going to go on a limb. I'm thinking it's going to be a 16 under winner. Hey, so everybody head up to the hole. Everybody head up to the hole. You guys don't know that you put something to it. I just want to thank personally my board of directors. Many of them are here. We have our pastor, Aubrey Gregory, who's our president, Evan Little, who was here in the rain helping out. We have Rashida, she owns a couple of restaurants, Blueberry Cafe. We have Edna is here, Dr. Mimi Bridgeforth left. We have even a former board of director who I say she's board of director for life. Tamara is here. If I'm forgetting somebody, Zakia, come over here, knock me in the head and let me know. Miss Sandana Jones, how could I forget Miss Sandana Jones? Of course, she's here, CEO for the UVSL. I'm going to try to be very brief. Last year, I winded myself. I couldn't even give out the prizes, and I told everybody just go up to the table and pick something out. So I'm going to be trying to be quicker. So thank you to my board. Last year, something very important, we gave out, last year we gave a gift out to one of our youth organizations here in the city of Newark, something that's very near and dear to me, and we're going to keep that tradition going. And the sponsor of that gift this year is Mr. Kevin Carty. Kevin Carty gave a donation this year. He sponsored the HBCU tournament that's coming up for the next 3 years around Labor Day, so he sponsored them, and he also sponsored this. You know, people like Shaquille O'Neal, Bellamy, Michael B. Jordan, maybe Queen Latifah, all those people had something in common with the city of Newark, right? And then of course, Stevens, another person, right? So when they go off and they do what they're supposed to be doing, they make us proud worldwide, nationwide, different things. We all say that we're a part of them. So one of the people that we want to honor today, and we want to give her a gift, and she doesn't even know. She's probably like thinking, is it me? Is the organization of She Wins, Mr. Dorian Thomas. She doesn't even know, so she's probably surprised. Her organization is phenomenal. What she does with young women to empower them to be successful ladies is amazing. I myself, right, when my daughter was going to high school and needed coaching, I trusted her with my daughter. She has a phenomenal story, so I'd like her to come up here and say a few words. She has an amazing legacy, a great position, one of the youngest people ever elected in the city of Newark. And I want you to know, if you get an opportunity to take a picture with her, take it, because when she gets to MSNBC, CNN, Fox, and all those other news outlets, you might not get a chance. So Dorian, please come up here. There was a donation made to She Wins on behalf of Kevin Carty for $1,000.
Leave it to Caesar to have surprises, right? Wow. How y'all doing this afternoon? Y'all doing good? Can you make some noise for yourselves? Yeah. Could be a lot of other places, but you're here, spending your time, your money, your energy, giving to such an incredible organization led by an incredible man. So before I say anything else, I just want to give some honor to Caesar. If anyone knows him, I think pretty much everyone, you know that he's probably one of the most humble people you've ever met. He doesn't brag, he doesn't boast, he just does the work.
Yeah, Caesar!
One of the first contributions that I got to my nonprofits, Gala, came from you. And so we love you, we appreciate you. As she wins, we say that when she wins, we win. But we also know that there's a he even in the word she. Okay, so we appreciate, even in my work of uplifting Black and brown girls here in the city of Newark, we need our men to stand up for us, to stand up with us, and to make sure that our young people are okay. So I'm grateful for Caesar, I'm grateful for each of you. I just want to acknowledge the fact that we are here at the Essex County Golf Course. And for those of you, how many of y'all been golfing here for a while? Or at least been golfing? 30 years. Here we go. So we got 30 years in here. Who got more than 30 years? How many for you? 40 years. Make some noise for that. So talk about legacy, right? There's legacy right here. And when I hear the word legacy and I think of where we are, I can't help but think of Mr. Wadu. Anybody know Mr. Wadu? We already know. An incredible brother, that's right, who really pioneered making sure that young children, particularly Black and brown children here in Newark, will be able to have access to golf right in their own city. I got my first set of clubs here from Mr. Wadu at this particular golf course, and I would bring girls in my nonprofit to come here. And I'm honored because when I think about legacy, I think about people like you. People who understand that it's not enough for me or my kids or such and such to win. We gotta make sure we all win. We have to make sure we all win. We have a responsibility to bring people forward. I stand before you as a daughter of self-starters, waymakers, trailblazers, immigrants, people who came here to this country, to this city for a better life, people who gave up on things so that I might win. I'm the only child of a mother who was born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey, but her people are actually from South Carolina. She was a public school teacher and social worker here in Newark, and my dad immigrated here from Berbice, Guyana. And I spent my life with parents who told me that education was the passport to my future. I was able to go to some of the best schools here in Newark and outside of Newark, graduate from high school, college, do incredible things. My father was even a business owner in Newark, particularly in the West Ward. But let me tell you this, my father wasn't at a single one of my graduations. When I was 7 years old, he was gunned down on his way to go pay my school tuition right outside of his store. And so I stand here before you today because when you look at me and you look at the accomplishments with all those things, you're not just seeing me, you're seeing the dreams and sacrifices of mothers and fathers and praying grandmothers that came before I even existed. I understand that everything that I'm about and what I do is because of the people who come before us. I've dedicated my life to paying it forward, making sure that young people know their brilliance, know their power, know that when they hear the word business and entrepreneur, they imagine themselves as those business owners and entrepreneurs, just like a lot of you in this room. I stand here knowing that the young man who took my father's life, my life may have been different if he opted to pick up a book and not a gun. But it's because we're stepping up and doing this work that we make that possible. And so I'm honored as we celebrate big right now. Hopefully we build this resource center here in the city of Newark in the West Ward. So more young people, more business owners can be empowered, can be connected with each other. We're gonna build a greater future for the city. Just a couple years ago, I was honored to be elected to the Newark Board of Education at 23 years old, becoming the youngest woman ever elected to the Newark Board of Education. And just this April, I had the honor of being reelected. And I'll close by saying this, it's not enough. It's not enough that one person makes it in office. It's not enough that we have folks like Mr. McCollum who did incredible work while he was here in the West Ward. In fact, the last memory I have of one of your events was at a toy giveaway you had on Market Street, right? It's not enough that we make sure we're okay. It's our job to make sure that everybody else is okay too. That's why when I pray for my mentees and she wins, the organization I started for girls who are affected by violence, I pray for your kids too. And I pray for their classmates. And I pray for the future business owners and entrepreneurs and armed service folks and teachers and educators that will come out of the West Ward, that will come out of the South Ward, that will come out of the East Ward, that will come out of the North Ward, that will come out of the Central Ward, and will come out of the entire city of Newark, because we have us. I'm so proud and honored to stand here. I'm grateful for you, Caesar. I'm grateful for Bid. I'm grateful for all of the work that's made possible, because people like each and every one of you exist. And so thank you. Keep giving, keep building. Know that when you bid on North, get that, wink, wink. When you bid on North, when you bid on the West Ward, you're building a legacy. So thank you for already what you're doing to help build that legacy for our city. Thank you again. Thank you, Mr. McCarthy, just for your contribution, everything you've done. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Is she amazing? She didn't even know she was going to speak today. Phenomenal. Well, I'm going to get on with a couple of the prizes, and it's going to be a little bit of amazing. And I feel kind of good giving out these awards. I want to start off with the first one, which is the Ladies Award. Our best female golfer, and I apologize, is Tanya with 11 points. Zach, can you please bring the best female golfer? Unfortunately, the room is in reverse. The awards are up in the front, but she's got a very beautiful trophy for the ladies. Then, let me see. Oh, here's another award. Closest to the pin. Where's Mobile? Mobile got to the park on a scooter, so he's gonna have to put that in the backpack. Is Mobile here? Okay, we'll find him. Okay, the next award. If you ever played for Luga or the Thursday group, can you stand up, please? If you played for Luga or the Thursday group, please stand up. Okay, I know there's a lot more. I know there's a lot more guys who played for Luga or Thursday's group. So the reason I got you standing up so you can give a hard applause to the longest drive, Mr. Hector Corchado. Okay. Wayne Peterson, can you come here for a second? Okay, I had nothing to do with the voting, but Mr. Wayne Peterson got best dressed. I never seen a big guy carry this color so well. With shoes and everything, best dressed. Oh, he's carrying his wife on his socks and everything. Let me see. And last but not, come over here. Look at the award. She's probably got it right here. Oh, they're gonna bring it. And last but not least, the best team with the score of -12, the Murphy Group. Gentlemen, the Murphy Group, yeah, with a 1200. Okay. All right. In a couple of minutes, we're going to be giving out the prizes, and also, just so you know, there's a red ticket. If you don't have a red ticket, let me know so I can give you a red ticket. There's a business card drawing, so if you didn't turn in your business card, give me your business card. And there's also the 50-50. Those will probably kick off in a few minutes. Is Como still around? Como, I got tired last year giving out those prizes, so if you don't mind, you please do it for me. Take care of that. Thank you.
Bien amigos, estamos transmitiendo en vivo en directo. Estamos esta vez con César Vizcaíno, el director ejecutivo de Partnership West Inc. en Newark. ¿Cómo estás, César? Después de una jornada intensa de juego de golf con mucha gente de la comunidad. ¿Cómo estás?
No, estoy muy bien, gracias por preguntar.
Fue un éxito, vimos mucha gente a pesar de la lluvia que empezó temprano.
Sí, yo creo que fuimos bendecidos. Hubo un poquito de lluvia, pero eso no molestó a nadie. Nosotros vinimos temprano, en el tiempo que estaba lloviendo, nosotros pudimos desayunar, compartir con uno al otro y salimos más o menos un poquito tarde, pero salimos bien y todo el mundo estaba contento.
¿Qué es Partnership? ¿Cuál es el trabajo que hace Partnership?
Partnership West Inc. es lo que se llama un Business or Special Improvement District. Esos son la gente o la organización primaria en cualquier ciudad que comunica con los comerciantes, lo ayuda, por ejemplo, lo ayuda con cosas de contabilidad, con cómo formar su corporación. Asesora. También hace cosas como se asegura que la área tenga una buena calidad de vida. O sea, mantiene los árboles, mantiene los signs, trata de hacer todo lo posible para que la área suba.
Se vea bien, ¿no?
Si la área sube, entonces con eso esperamos que haga más empleo.
También eso evita que su trabajo de asesorar evita que los negociantes pierdan o su negocio fracase, ¿cierto?
Nosotros luchamos para que no pase eso. Nosotros le damos programas, le damos lo que se dicen son los grants, que son dinero que no tienen, que lo pueden utilizar para el negocio y no después de tenerlo que pagar. Pues, también nosotros hacemos matching grants. Por ejemplo, ahora mismo tenemos uno que usted puede arreglar al frente de su negocio y nosotros le damos 50% hasta $10,000. Y también hay diferentes que uno cualifica, pero primariamente nosotros queremos que los negocios toditos uno se ayude al otro y suban para arriba todos.
En tiempo de pandemia, ¿cuál fue su trabajo y qué lograron ustedes a pesar de la pandemia?
Bueno, la pandemia a nosotros nos dio un poquito más difícil y más fuerte que mucha otra gente. Y la simple razón fue, nosotros queríamos hacer más, dar más dinero, PPP loans y diferentes cosas así. Pero lo que nos dimos cuenta fue que en la comunidad de nosotros teníamos problemas. O sea, que alguna vez, por ejemplo, en un año decían que ganaron cierta cantidad y después cuando vimos el pandemic dijeron no, que perdieron tanto. Solamente se podía declarar lo que habían perdido honestamente el año anterior. Pero nosotros ahora mismo estamos haciendo cosas y haciendo pasos para que nosotros podamos ayudar a los negocios. Por ejemplo, hoy nosotros hicimos el outing de golf. Naturalmente nosotros hicimos el outing de golf para disfrutar un poco, pero a la misma vez recogimos fondos para tener un resource center. El resource center esperamos que sea gratuito, no tiene que pagar nada y nosotros ayudar a mucha gente.
Bien, en lo que se refiere a quienes fueron los sponsors que apoyaron, ¿nos puede nombrar quiénes son los más importantes?
Yo creo que toditos son importantes, no hay uno más importante que el otro. Yo creo que toditos aportaron con lo que pudieron, entonces no se puede decir que es un sacrificio porque uno dio más que otro, el sacrificio es más que otro, pero sí le puedo decir que son negociantes y ellos ven la importancia que todos los negocios suban. Ellos toditos sacrificaron y pudieron en poder lograr este evento que sea un éxito hoy, que fue un éxito.
Finalmente, ¿cuál es el mensaje que darías tú como director ejecutivo de Partnership West a la comunidad y a los empresarios de las minorías, como particularmente latinos en Newark?
Yo creo que el mensaje que yo diera es que nos llame. Nosotros casi en toda la mayoría de las situaciones que tienen que ver con negocios y diferentes tipos de ayuda, podemos ayudarlo o referirlo a un sitio que se pueda ayudar. Yo no veo ninguna razón por qué ustedes no nos llamen. Si no entienden lo que hacemos, no importa, nos llaman y nosotros lo ayudamos como quiera.
¿Cómo tiene que conectarse? ¿Cuál es el contacto, el teléfono, la dirección?
La oficina de nosotros están en el 1044 de South Orange Avenue, en el tercer piso. El teléfono, para decir la verdad, tuviera que mirarlo para decírselo.
Pero directamente yendo ya por
sí, yo creo que es una cosa. El teléfono de nosotros es 862-240-9555.
¿Lo puede repetir?
862-240-9555.
Ahí puede estar para los comerciantes y para personas que quieren.
Sí. Y una cosa muy importante es que yo siempre peleo que nosotros tenemos que hablar y comunicar en el lenguaje de la persona que tiene el negocio. O sea que la mayoría de las veces mucha gente dice que son español o son o inglés. No solamente eso, el Western creo que él viene siendo el voice más diverso que hay. Nosotros tenemos criollos, haitianos, tenemos chinos, tenemos diferentes tipos de latinos. Yo pienso que lo más importante es, si un comerciante quiere abrir un negocio y nosotros lo queremos ayudar, por lo menos respetar el lenguaje y hablar en su lenguaje.
Una cosa importante de tu experiencia en los business, ¿cuál es la importancia que tiene un negocio pequeño para una ciudad?
Bueno, no hay ningún secreto porque los pequeños negocios son los que más emplean en el mundo, en los Estados Unidos, vamos a poner. Esos son la gente que mayoría son. Un empleo, por ejemplo, afecta a 4 gente. Nosotros ahora mismo estamos trabajando con la Universidad de Rutgers, que va a hacer un proyecto de $1 billón y pico ahora mismo en Bergen Street, y eso no queda en la zona de nosotros. So, el negocio que hicimos fue, si nosotros no podemos, por ejemplo, hacer un contrato grandísimo, por lo menos el empleo, entonces vamos a decir por la puerta de atrás, eso afecta la zona. Porque si por ejemplo una persona que vive en la zona del West, ¿no? La coge un empleo ahí, entonces usa el barbero, usa la bodega, usa las tiendas, usa los diferentes negocios que hay ahí, y eso entonces le trae beneficio al West Ward.
Bien, muchas gracias por la entrevista, César Vizcaíno, director ejecutivo de Partnership West Inc. ¿Algo más que quieras agregar?
Bueno, nosotros tenemos la puerta abierta para servirle a cualquier persona. Si nosotros no podemos ayudarlo, de una vez lo vamos a mandar para donde lo puedan ayudar, pero no lo vamos a dejar solo. Ya que cuando nos traiga algo a la atención, vamos a asegurarnos que por lo menos le encontremos un feel razonable.
Sería importante no dejarlo solo.
No.
Bien, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Bien, amigos, fueron las palabras de César Vizcaíno, el director ejecutivo de la organización Partnership West Inc. Ahora nos despedimos, estamos en un club de golf en Newark, New Jersey.